Yes, guys, we are finally back. We have finally made it to another reaction on this here Mystelics Reacts channel, guys. I have not been on this channel for a minute, brothers and sisters, but your boy's back, definitely. Round of applause right there, brothers and sisters. And of course, with that said, don't forget to what? Hit that like button, brothers and sisters, and subscribe. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get all the videos, not some but all, brothers and sisters. But we are back again for another one on this Mystelics Reaction, guys. And of course, with that said, let us get into the vibrations. But don't forget, guys, I'll be dropping another one on the BrBpTV YouTube platform a bit later on today. So definitely look out for the vibrations right there. Let us get into the vibrations right now, brothers and sisters. Of course, according to this thing right there, Variety News Group. I think this is on Facebook. They stated to the audience, brothers and sisters, they are saying, let us know. And of course, brothers and sisters, I would also like you guys to let me know as well in the comment box below, based on the question that has been asked right there. What's a scam? What's a bamboozleism, brothers and sisters? Bobolistic vibrations. What is a bubble that's become so normalized that we don't realize it is a bubbleization that has taken place, brothers and sisters? What's a scam that's become so normalized that we do not realize it is a scam anymore, brothers and sisters? Leave your thoughts, brothers and sisters. What do you think that is right there? We're going to look into the comments and see what a number of persons have to say in that regard. Of course, the first one I see there, it indicates that, of course, based on the scams that has been normalized that we do not realize. The first one, apparently, this individual is saying Roosevelt's carrot is a scam that has been normalized so much to the fact that we don't see that this is a scam right there. Do you guys agree? I think a number of persons, based on when this post was made, 26 persons agreed to that statement right there, brothers and sisters. Moving along in that regard, I definitely do agree. Because you can't tell me as a government official you're doing this kind of chaotic things in the world. In Dominica, when you're talking about the world, Dominica, you're doing chaotic stuff. Brothers and sisters, remember I told you guys gas prices was about to increase? I left Dominica and came back, brothers and sisters, and gas prices increased. It is now $15 and something. And the other one I think is $15.70 something, diesel I think. And the other one is $15.20. It used to be previously, brothers and sisters, the lowest $13 and something cents. $13. It go back up to $15, brothers and sisters. And when you ask yourself, what exactly is going on? Are other places increasing gas prices? No, they are not. So why is Dominica increasing gas prices? Well, we know why. Because they need to get some monies, extra monies. Dominica is not creating money. It's not true. So they have to tax the people. Tax the people heavily so they can get some of the monies in their savings, so they can do things that they have caused. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I'm going too far. Let's continue right there. Another scam. An individual saying that has been normalized that we don't know that's a scam. Politicians getting wealthy while in office. Well, that's not a scam, no. It's true. They're getting wealthy, brothers and sisters. We've seen all sorts of houses coming up. All sorts of houses. We even hear, we don't know if it's true or not, but we hear that even Joseph Isaac is building some sort of nature hotel or something of that sort somewhere in Dominica. Be that the case, brothers and sisters. Hey, what do we know? Another individual is saying social security card now has an expiration date. That's interesting, eh? Does social security card have an expiration date? Why? So that you can constantly pay money like it's licensed? So you have to renew your social security? If that that is insane, bro. That is insane. Social security card, you have to renew your social security card. Guys, that I don't believe that. That is true now? No, sir. Somebody say, make it make sense. Hey, that is something else. Politics and religion, brothers and sisters. There's a scam that normalizes. Well, I believe in one true. I believe what God stated. If you're talking about religion, brothers and sisters, I think politics is a way of life and the understanding, so it's not a scam. So I don't think this one is a scam at all. Well, I think certain religions might be scams when they want to pretend as if certain things and have to do certain things. And when you read the Bible, this very Bible that they're supposed to be following, it's saying the complete opposite. You know? But what we know, brothers and sisters, I don't think these things are the problem. I think it's humans that are controlling these things, that have made these things a problem. Important point right there. Anyways, guys, let's continue right there. All I want to do is to unsubscribe from Social Security. Well, that is truly something else right there. So apparently Social Security is giving some issues. Insurance and life in the one-man wealth. Yes, I think life in the one-man wealth has become a scam. A massive scam on the Dominican people. And the funny thing is, I believe that the Dominican people know that they are being scammed. They know that they are being scammed. Yet still, they continue in the very scam that they have normalized for themselves. So they are participating in the very scam, thus allowing themselves to be scammies of the very scam themselves. So everybody in the scam. Life in the one-man wealth, brothers and sisters. We have allowed ourselves to be bamboozled. Brothers and sisters, imagine how things were back in the day. And things going down the drain. And people will tell you, well, that is how it is. They're not saying, oh, let's stop this from going further, you know. Right now, Dominica has gone far beyond. I don't even think you should call that a scam. But anyways, Dominica has gone far beyond the understanding of this whole thing right there, brothers and sisters. And people are just watching it, and then they see it happening, and they say, you know what, but that's how it is. And when you ask them, are you going to be doing nothing? No, man. But everywhere in the world is going wrong. You ever hear people say these things? Things happening terribly in the country in Dominica. They happen terribly. They're looking at the other, oh, but that is happening in the United States. So they're saying because it's happening in other countries, it's supposed to happen in the country that you can stop it from happening. Boy, are you good, we boy? Anyway, somebody also said Social Security. So it seems like Social Security is a big scam. And I do think so as well. It's an interesting thing where you work and they tell you have to pay Social Security and this kind of things on the basis, brothers and sisters. But they don't tell you about the other side. This is one of the reasons why I believe the schooling system has failed. The schooling system never tell you, hey guys, work, try to invest your money in other things that can create surplus and whatnot. Put trusts up and life insurance and utilize insurance policies and this kind of things. They're the right ones, brothers and sisters, because they are ones where it can literally manipulate you for things like home life insurance. No, home life insurance, no. There are a number, guys, I can't remember them right now. That's crazy. I'm thinking of it, you know. I'm thinking of them. There's two of them I know. Crap. Where you can utilize your monies and then it works in your favor. You bring the stuff in, you can use your money. Well, anyways, that's a whole other story, brothers and sisters. Do your research on that. I'm thinking of it's not home life, it's home life insurance. No. Crap, I can't remember them. Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, when I get it, brothers and sisters, remind me in the comment box below so I can tell you guys what these are that you can participate in that is to your benefit. Brothers and sisters, the system, oh my goodness, the system doesn't teach you these things in schools. No, they don't. That's why you understand that the rich gets richer. And you say, but how are they getting richer now? Because they utilize the remedies that are there for them. And they're not teaching you these things in school. So you yourself grow up, brothers and sisters. If they didn't bring, boy, I tell you, my eyes have been open to oh my goodness. Let me continue. Right here, brothers and sisters. Another person is saying a scam is Christmas and Valentine's Day. Well, you know, Christmas time they tell you that prices go down, not true? When in fact prices go up. So then you have to be wise and say, hey, but wait a while, let me wait for Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday's prices don't really go down for real. Because I think it's Cyber Monday, no, that's Thanksgiving, Cyber Monday, all those kind of things there. Thanksgiving prices, this, boy, I tell you, that's something else. Somebody literally did the whole thing for Valentine's Day, I think, and for Christmas, where they put prices and they tell you sale. And the people remove the sale thing and they had the real price at the back. And the real price at the back was the same thing as a sale. So in other words, if you're buying lollipop for $10, right? Christmas time come around, Valentine's Day come around, and they put lollipop, the same lollipop, you know. They say, get sale, lollipop, $15, the crash, and the $15 price cut, and you see $10 below, brothers and sisters. It don't change. They're just making you think that it changed. Hey, what? That used to be $15, $10. Oh, I get in it. No, brothers and sisters. Sometimes the prices doesn't even increase for times like Valentine's Day. That was pretty much built for women. Yes, brothers and sisters, Valentine's Day was built for women. Just like the ring thing that they propose and say, oh, you need to give 3 months of your salary to buy rings and those kind of things. All of this was fake. I will put that one myself. Wedding rings was a scam that has been normalized. Making the women believe, oh, the best way to show your love is for him to buy one of the best rings, expensive rings. Brothers and sisters, what's that J-Lo? I think it's J-Lo. The one that loving Ben Affleck there, Zelle. I think she had free engagements with expensive engagement rings, brothers and sisters, ranging in 100,000 and up. I think the most expensive she had was 500,000 wedding engagement ring. She never get married to none of those people. So, brothers and sisters, when people can tell you about ring and you have to buy a ring or 3 months salary, nonsense you're talking about there. Nonsense that there. But hey, what do I know, brothers and sisters? Insurance, deductible. Okay, I agree this one. Right there. Yeah, boy. 401k, yes, 401k, brothers and sisters. On the basis of the United States, I don't think Dominica has 401k. No, it doesn't. But on the basis of these brothers and sisters, I must make mention of something rather interesting right there. The 401k, you save up your monies and you think, yeah, you finally retire and whatnot, brothers and sisters. When you get your 401k, brothers and sisters, you know it's going to be taxed higher. So in other words, if you're making below the average, let's say you're making $25,000 a year, and you pay taxes on the $25,000 a year, you might pay 18%, 15 to 18% on your $25,000 a year, right? Now remember, the 401k is being applied without taxation. Now, when you're going to take your money, your 401k, which is above the threshold, I think over $200,000, $250,000 or whatever that is, right there. The threshold is over $250,000. You know what? You're going to give back half of that. I think it's 41%. That is the scam of 401k. Now, there's something called Roth IRA. Roth IRA is a bit different. Understanding this whole situation with the insurance companies and this kind of things. This is one of the things that the businesses tend to use. They put their businesses and their houses and everything in trust to avoid probates and wills or whatever, brothers and sisters. They avoid this stuff. And they don't pay any tax, they don't pay any fees to it. Just all you need to do is last. When people don't know these things, they don't teach you these things in schools because they want you to remain ignorant. So the people who have 401ks, keep that in mind, eh? You have to end up paying more taxes on the 401k at your retirement. Okay? Alright. Anyway, Social Security for sure. You may not live to see retirement and never get your monies. It's very interesting, brothers and sisters. So Social Security is for a particular individual, is it for a number of individuals? Let's say you pass away. Does Social Security then transfer that money to your family? No, I don't think so at all. So that's another thing right there. That's one of the ways that they benefit. Of course, the Social Security, understanding how they utilize the same insurance companies and this kind of things there, doing businesses and all those things there. That's how they make extra monies in that regard. Okay, sometimes they have to end up bailing the Social Security because they end up losing your money. But why then? Anyways, brothers and sisters, working 5 to 6 days for people and getting 1 to 2 days off. Yes, in places in the East, brothers and sisters, they have, I think it's 4 days a week they work, and they work for 4 hours. Certain places in the world, they tend to do this because they realize that the standard of living of the humans, especially when it comes down to human existence, should not rely within working and just working and working like ants. And then you have no energy when you save up your money, even to utilizing 401k when you get older, to then pay heavy taxes on the 401k. And then you're trying to live your best life and you have no energy. Brothers and sisters, I see these white people passing up and down, you know. Yes, I don't see them passing up and down, brothers and sisters. Up and down the place. At the elderly stage, you don't see a set of them sleeping. I remember a particular coaster I say last. Put seatbelt on those people because they're leaning over, man. They're leaning over. When the bus stop, I watch up and I see these people and the lady, the docking boy, I say, put a seatbelt on and up. The docking boy, beat it. Hey, the husband said was on and she just there, you know. That is the life that we live in, brothers and sisters. They have tricked you and bamboozled you into thinking, They tell you about working 9 to 5s. One of the people I associate with, I put her on a budget understanding scheme, not on the budget scheme, but learning to budget. And I teach her the different things that she needs to do. And she now realize how much money is disappearing from her account. She don't realize she can wait a while with my money. I do a little saving here and there. And from time to time, she has to go back in her savings. And her savings is depleting even though she's working, brothers and sisters. There's something called living wage and salaries. What majority of Dominicans are making right now, brothers and sisters, is salaries. The salaries is just for you too. And it's interesting if you understand how the slavery world is going versus now, brothers and sisters. It's the same thing, it's just a different format. Back in the day, slaves used to work hard so they can get little something here for them to build a little shack on a little land or something that they will never own. It's interesting. Build a little shack so they can stay and then put a little garden in the yard and what have you, brothers and sisters, so they can eat. The same principle applies. People working so they can eat a little something, but this time they want to go and buy. They want to buy what they want to eat, brothers and sisters, and try to build a house that they have to spend their entire life, my goodness gracious, trying to pay off. I will never forget that particular individual right there. This man worked his entire life to build his house. The man built his upstairs and downstairs house. And the day he was supposed to move into the house is when he died, brothers and sisters. He died. That is life, brothers and sisters. That is what the oppressors have put on you to think. When I've seen people with talent and skill sets and they are fearful for whatever reason, brothers and sisters, fearful of utilizing their skills and talents to push them forward. Brothers and sisters, I'm on YouTube right now doing these things. It took me a while to elevate through. But look at me doing my thing now, brothers and sisters. I don't have to go a normal 9 to 5. I can just organize myself, whoop whoop. That's one of the reasons why I always tell people in Dominica, hey, if you can work online, work online. People who go to schools overseas and all these kind of things. The brothers and sisters had more to do, but I think I'll just stop it right there and I'll push the others tomorrow. It's interesting how this thing went, brothers and sisters. Hopefully you guys learned something in that regard right there. Hopefully you learned something. Yes, man, I'll push the rest of tomorrow, man. That's a whole lot of stuff, man. But the question I must ask, brothers and sisters, what is a scam in Dominica that has been normalized to the point where nobody realizes that it's a scam? Brothers and sisters, it kind of reminds me of the experience that they did on the monkeys. So the monkeys came in, brothers and sisters, and the monkeys, what they did, they used to put bananas on top of the ladders, right? On top of the ladders. So the monkeys would climb on top of the ladders, get the bananas, and come down. Eat, have fun. Wait, great. Oh, wow, we're really having fun, huh? Sooner or later, brothers and sisters, they started putting the bananas on top of the ladders. And every time a monkey was supposed to go up, went up to get the banana, they would wet the monkeys. To the point where the monkeys did not want to get wet. So when they change out the monkeys, they change out one monkey and they put one in. They put the bananas on top. Then they would wet that monkey and wet the others as well, because the others know if they go for the bananas, they would get wet. So they stayed down. So what started happening was that it changed the monkeys out, make the bananas go up, and then the monkeys would beat. Now keep in mind, anytime the monkey went up for the bananas, all the other monkeys got wet, including that monkey. Right? So sooner or later, they stopped wetting the monkeys. And every time they put in a new monkey to climb the ladder, the new monkey would go and get the bananas, and the monkeys would beat that monkey. And the monkey would try to figure out, why are they beating me? Remember, they stopped wetting the monkeys, you know. But it's so adaptive in that nature, brothers and sisters. That is exactly what has happened to Dominica. I watch it happen to Dominica. To the point where I even stated, brothers and sisters, right now there's a coming season where people just accept what has happened to Dominica. They just accept it. Because that is the norm. Now the new ones growing up, not realizing what on earth is going on, they just gradually accepting what is going on too. So the old ones going out, the new ones coming in with the same mind frame. They don't know why they're doing these things. Brothers and sisters, for example, you remember VAT? Let me give you a clear example. VAT was supposed to be Dominica for 8 months. They stated that they were going to keep VAT for 8 months. The people were making noise about it. They were making noise about it. I remember, brothers and sisters. I remember clearly. It was supposed to be there for 8 months. Because they came in and say, oh, United Workers Party drained the thing and all kind of things happened. Blah, blah, blah. Right? Okay. So they put VAT and they say VAT will restore and what have you, brothers and sisters. VAT has been here for donkey years. Donkey years. The new people coming in, hey, we have to pay VAT. That's what they get. They don't know why they're paying VAT, but that's the same thing. I saw the same thing happen in the United States. Well, I didn't see it, but I read about it. Income tax, brothers and sisters. How on earth does it make sense that you have to pay income tax on your salary? Then when you go to the store, you have to pay tax again on that. On top of the salary that has already been taxed. When the shop owners who paying tax, boy, that is... You pay tax, then the shop owners have to pay tax again on it. Brothers and sisters, that is all part of conditioning. That is all part of conditioning, and people don't see these things happening to them. Why? Because they don't ask themselves questions. They don't ask themselves nothing. They don't say, hey, that's how it is. They say that's how it is and live well alone. Why should I fight the system? Now, that's what happens. Brothers and sisters, and the people at the top understand how humans operate. They do tests on the animals first, and they come and test in Dominica. They come and test on the human population. It's very interesting, brothers and sisters. I was also paying attention. I say, but wait a while. Why did Bill Clinton come to Dominica on the basis of this whole thing? Right? Now, I understand in American elections, they always tend to use ID before they have their stuff. They have their IDs and what have you. Do that thing. A problem that recently started occurring, brothers and sisters, is that certain states are saying that black people cannot or don't have the ability to obtain IDs. So they started making a whole issue on that to try to remove IDs in voting. And brothers and sisters, when you understand what has happened in Dominica, one of the biggest problems, brothers and sisters, is getting voter ID cards. They're trying to ensure that this does not take place. So they cannot constantly bamboozle the system. You understand what I tell all you guys? If you pay attention, and the thing is, a lot of people don't seem to pay attention. And I understand why that is, The reason why I understand that is because, brothers and sisters, they are weak-minded people. You can come and tell people whatever they want, and, oh, that making sense, so they believe it. They have no factual evidence or proof or nothing of that sort. They just believe in it. Which is interesting, brothers and sisters. And as natural selection would select or remove certain people from this world, humans are provided a way to keep people. And don't get me wrong, that's good. But when you allow people with weak minds to become leaders, brothers and sisters, and you see the chaos that has ensued, I'm thinking of the government, brothers and sisters. I'm also thinking of churches as well. When you allow weak-minded people to become leaders, oh, that is very interesting right there. That is a revelation. Weak-minded people, we expect the incompetent to be competent in the outcomes. That is crazy right there. And when a few people are making noise, the other incompetent people are saying, but wait a while, but he give me a little land, he give me a little house, he give me a little $500. And they think that that somehow is a good thing. When they are able or should have been able to make tens of thousands of dollars, they are happy to get the few $100s, not realizing that they are the same monkeys going up and getting beaten and coming back down because they get a few $100. They don't realize that is happening to them. So when the strong-minded people and the more weak-minded people in society coming up, brothers and sisters, they gradually start accepting whatever. And when the weak-minded people become the majority, the strong-minded, oh my goodness gracious. I'm thinking out loud here, I'm thinking out loud here. And I'm realizing that is exactly what is happening in Dominica, because you're telling people, brothers and sisters, I'll have conversations with people. And then people tell me, Mystelics, what you're saying there is correct, true, right, bro. 2 questions they end up asking me. They ask me, who else do we put there? And I'm thinking to myself, but you know what the president one is doing. You know he's killing the economy. You know he has depleted your resources for you to be able to be independent and earn your wage, for which you can then increase your salary and your outcome and pretty much have a living wage. You then ask me, who else should we put there? So you know what the present one is doing. So keep the present one there, because you're not sure what the other one might do. Oh my God. Keep the one that is presently there, quavering the country. Keep them there, because you are fearful of bringing somebody new that might do worse. Brothers and sisters, how we can do worse in Dominica? Huh? How can Dominica reach to a worse level now? Help me. When labor rights are themselves complaining. Labor rights we. Labor rights we. Brothers and sisters, I'll never forget. I should end this thing right now. I'm going too long on this. But I remember this particular lady, and I always bring up that lady because that one is a heavy shocker to me. Seeing the lady before elections, hélas. They say, sister, election coming soon. Make a change. Election came, boom, she in front row, peep, peep, peep. Scared is my husband, ooh, peep, peep. Boss going ding dong. You saw the lady follow the money, the lady looking well. After elections, about 2-3 months after, brothers and sisters, the lady looking like she grey matter. She looking like she grey matter, brothers and sisters. It's like she fall long in. Aye. Lady go for a grind and all these things. Next election come. Bow. Now I see the lady on TV waving her red flag. Knowing that the very system that caused her to be in a poverty state, she's happy for the dopamine effect. And it's interesting when you're talking about dopamine, brothers and sisters. A number of persons always say that they want to be happy. You heard that before? I've heard a number of persons say, my goal in life is to be happy. How you obtaining that, you have no idea. But your goal in life is to be happy. Brothers and sisters, purpose brings happiness. You know that? And in purpose, there's struggle, but because you're fulfilling your purpose, that itself brings happiness. It's kind of like understanding duty in marriage. Everybody say, oh, marriage is supposed to bring happiness. Marriage is not supposed to bring happiness, brothers and sisters. It is serving in duty that brings about that clarity that you say, boy, at least that person is taking care of me. They're treating me well. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm treating that person well because I love that person. And in doing so, that collaborative effort is a byproduct. Happiness is a byproduct. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I go too long on this right there. I have to do another reaction on the BrBpTV. You definitely want to tune in for that. The youth are speaking out. The youth are definitely speaking out, brothers and sisters. Look out for that video a bit later on today, right there. It's about Mystelics, brothers and sisters. What are your thoughts? The question here is, what's a scam that has become normalized in Dominica or in your country or whatever it is, brothers and sisters, that you now don't even realize that it is a scam in the first place? Answer me that question for me, please, brothers and sisters. I want to get your thoughts in that regard. Right there. It's about Mystelics on this here. Mystelics Reacts. I'm back, brothers and sisters. More vibrations. I'll do another one. I have to do more. I'll do the rest tomorrow, brothers and sisters, as you see it's fit. And of course, with that city right there, brothers and sisters. Be real. Don't forget to do what? Hit that like button and subscribe for more vibrations, of course. I'll give my thoughts and what have you. And of course, I want to hear your thoughts in the other vibrations as well. So definitely subscribe, brothers and sisters, so we can interact with each other. I tend to read all the comments. Some insane ones as well as good ones, brothers and sisters. You know, I tend to read all and of course respond to some of them as well. Anyways, brothers and sisters, about Mystelics on this here, Mystelics Reacts. Tune in for the next one on the BrBpTV a little later on today. And of course, with that said, be real, salute the king, be positive.